Welcome students, welcome to my next video. It is Standard 8, Civics, Bureaucracy. Before I start with the video, I hope you have celebrated your Diwali, though there were a lot of constraints. There were because of Corona. Yet, I believe we have celebrated our festivals at home with our parents. Now is a time we have come back and we have to study, and this is the last topic of civics. My dear students, bureaucracy. We are familiar with this word called bureaucrats. Now, who are the bureaucrats? It's very simple. Bureaucrats are those people who are responsible to run the administration. Simple. Who has certain duties to perform the task on daily basis, whether the government is there or no, whether the leader is there or no, he or she who is a bureaucrat has to perform his or her activities. Now we will be very familiar with the word district collector, orders curfew, municipal commissioner presents budget, finance secretary resigns, divisional commissioner will review the revenue collection, or we may say, or you might have heard, district collector transferred from one district to another district. Now, who are these people? They are the bureaucrats. It's very simple. They are the bureaucrats who run the administration of maybe a country or a state. Now, my dear students, let me tell you, the Prime Minister, the Council of Ministers, they decide policies. Okay? Bureaucracy in the administrative system, which works under Union Executive, has the responsibility of actual implementation of the government policies. What I mean to say is, the ministers, they bring in proposal in the legislature, they discuss and they make policies, they make laws, and these policies actually it has to be implemented by the bureaucrats. Now, in any country, the government carries out two fundamental types of function. Please remember, two main functions. One, to defend the country from the external aggression and the internal threat. To defend the country from their enemies, or to defend the internal threats by the terrorist. Second, to provide various services to the citizen and ease the daily lives which will enable to develop themselves and the society. Now let us take example, the municipal commissioner. We'll say the municipal commissioner of BMC. He has to see the daily administration of Mumbai. The water supply is there, the roads are okay, the transport and communication is moving smoothly. All this come under the purview of the municipal commissioner. He cannot directly go, so he appoints various officers at various levels, and those officers are responsible. Now, my dear students, we shall see now whom do we call the civil service. We call in the civil service the system of civil servants which are being appointed. They are called, or they are known in bureaucracy as civil servants. Now, I would like to give one example. In parliament, in democracy representative, we people elect the ministers. Their responsibility is to run the administration. The function of the government is to discharge various departments. And every department has a minister who is a political head of the department. As the representative of the people, the ministers have to carry out the work of the department by giving priority to public welfare. But my dear students, let me tell you, the ministers who are there may not be an expert in particular subject. He or she is conscious of board, public interest. The secretary of department gives expert advice to the ministers. The secretaries are appointed from the civil service, and the aspiration of the people and the administration and expertise, and those are put in harmony in the parliamentary system. Very simple, my dear students. It is very simple that there are ministers at the various level, at the state level, at the national level, at the central government, at the state government, but they are not so expert. So they have secretaries, and these secretaries, they are from the civil service, and these civil servants are doing work for these ministers. Now, my dear students, let us see what are the characteristics of the bureaucracy. Now, when I say characteristics, the one question comes to our mind. Once the civil servant, when we appoint, once they are appointed, can we throw them out? I will say no. Because the government may go out, the ministers may go, but the bureaucrats, those civil servants, they remain permanent. They are in permanent nature, and they remain in their office till they are retired. So the first characteristics of bureaucracy is permanent mechanism. There are tax collection, environment protection, maintenance of law and order, provisions regarding social security, certain tasks that have consistently undertaken by the bureaucracy. This is possible because bureaucracy is a permanent mechanism. The Prime Minister, the Council of Ministers changes after every election, but bureaucracy under their control remains constant, and it is of permanent nature. One more characteristic is they are politically neutral. Politically neutrality. The bureaucracy is politically neutral. This means regardless of the political party in power, bureaucracy is supposed to carry out the implementation of policy decisions with the same efficiency and the commitment. In regards to the civil servants. They should abstain from making political stand or act according to the political view if a political party fails to win election. It has to leave the government and other party wins and election comes to power. But the new government may change some policies of the earlier government. Even in such case, bureaucracy is expected to remain neutral while discharging its duties. Now, my dear students, the third is anonymity. Anonymity means the civil service should not be held directly responsible for any success or failure of the policy. The minister who is responsible for the efficient and the smooth functioning of the concerned department is responsible. The civil servant are never publicly criticized, neither they are praised. The parliament holds the minister responsible for the malpractices in such case, and the ministers bear responsibility and protects bureaucracy. My dear students, thus I end this first part. Students, it's a sincere request. I request you, if you like the video, please like it. If you have not subscribed it, subscribe it. And also share it with those people who are not aware of this channel. Please share it with them and also ask them to subscribe. I wish you all the best, my dear students.